How's it going? I just want to share a little more of a personal piece with you guys. This one here is about my pops. We've always had a weird relationship, but it's so cool because we can go years without talking, seeing each other, and we'll see each other, and it'll be as if I had just seen him yesterday. So we have this really close, tight bond, while at the same time, others would think we have no relationship at all. But let me just get to the poem. We never really talk. In fact, last month was the first time I've seen him in 2 years. Pop says, you've always been different. Your brother too, but whenever he was in trouble or something was wrong, he'd run to your mom. He pauses. He's always had a hard time talking to his sons. I thought, yeah, I was different. And you, Pop, you've always been the same. Pops. I told her, when he's born, he's mine. You have yours. This one, él es yo. He is me. I am him. Pops. When you were little, like 3 years old, I'd be in the basement hitting the bag and training for my fights. Then I'd turn around, and there you were, doing your little push-ups, boxing the air, doing everything I did. I laughed, thinking, I'll never do everything you do. So that's why I've always been battling, dealing my time between books and throwing hooks, the story of my adolescence, the tough kid that became, well, me. Pops. I was rough with you. I used to push you around and pick at you. You would get real mad and start hitting me, yelling and screaming and crying, and he went on. But all I could do was smile, and somewhere inside me I was screaming again, like, what the fuck's your problem, Pop? Why me? Why did you have to push me? Don't you know your pushes were like water hoses and your words like canine bites while I'm running? That's why I would cry. That's why I would hit you. But you knew that, didn't you? Pops. That's why you're so tough. I did that to you. And after you got all the rage out, after your arms were tired of swinging and your little eyes were all red and half open and puffy like that, I'd pick you up and hug you. Then you'd fall asleep and I'd have drool all down my arm. His eyes become the watery type. The I love you, son, but I'll never say it type. My mom would just watch him. She knew she couldn't play the hand of God and intervene like she did with my brother. I was his. They made that pact and I was his. He liked a cigarette. So do I. Him, match, me, lighter. Both flames. Pops. So how's Marissa? How's Chilo and the family? In so many words, he tells me at least I'm under the wings of good people. I understand. And maybe in my younger days I'd say, what's the problem? Your wings don't span wide enough to cover your child? To cover your he is me child? But really, I understand. I didn't pick him up from the airport in the middle of the night to be that kid, hitting and screaming. I picked him up because he's my pops. Because pride and women are man's greatest faults. And never could I lose my father, because I was too proud to accept him, for he is the man he is. He is me. Él es yo. And I am my pops.